Hey everybody, figured I'd do a little update on the convertible. So we went to Georgia, ran at SGMP, and we got back and immediately pulled the thing apart and did some updating. So changed the hood and changed the front bumper and put a splitter on it from Brock Faircloth. So it actually came out really good. I like that thing. Looks all right. The splitter's here. And we changed up some stuff underneath the hood. So there used to be a turbo here, right in this area, and now it's down there. So there's the turbo. We moved the turbo down there. And then we put another one over there, right down there. So we have an air inlet now that's directed straight to the radiator. Made some, Matt and Brandon and Shane over at Performance Fab did all this. So we got a piece of aluminum here. We're gonna have to remake this just because it's notched a little too deep, whatever, no big deal. So we got to remake this little piece of aluminum so now air cannot get up underneath of here. And then we've got another one right here where air can't go above this, right? So it's forced to go through this opening or through this opening and go through the radiator. And then there's the air filter setup, all right? So I'll take the front clip off in a minute here and I'll show you the rest of that. But yeah, so now the idea is that air has got to go through that hole or that hole, go through the radiator or the turbos. So I'll take the front clip off and I'll show you the rest of everything else we got going on here. All right, front clips off. So here they are. These are HPT 88 millimeters. So Matt whipped up some pretty slick little filter housings. They Zeus on, right? Pop them off and bingo bango. And then these are the inlet tubes. Those slide off and there we go. The inlet tubes will be held on by a clamp. Anyway, yeah, so these like notch in here, super close to the front bumper. That's why like there's notches and they're recessed in there. So anyway, should work out pretty good. I should be able to reach in through the hole in the front bumper and slide them on, and Zeus them in. May take a minute or two, but shouldn't be too bad as far as doing the transition over to drive the car on the road. So we did a 29 by 19 radiator, and then hold on, let me walk around here. Then Matt, I've got a 2016 Camaro ZL1 19-inch fan right down there. Hard to see, but there it is. And then I trimmed out the shroud, like the factory shroud, and then Matt and the guys at Performance Fab whipped this up for me with a shroud. We got little flappers that are going to go in here. They dimple dyed this, and this should allow airflow through the radiator when you're driving down the road. When there's some frontal air rushing across the radiator, so that the fan doesn't have to work as hard. We let's see, what else did we change? I had the guys at Moroso change over the oil pump. So we added this front stage to the oil pump, the external oil pump. So that is for vacuum. So that's actually drawing the drains off the bottom of the turbos. We just started working on this. Like we had our drag and drive event, went really well. And I just started on this thing this afternoon. So finished up some stuff in the shop that I had to get to, and then decided to get on this so that I could figure out what kind of parts I need to order. Badass little downpipes, should have decent O2 resolution here. The same Turbo Smart 60 millimeter gates are on here, just moved different location. There's two ProPort Turbo Smart blow-off valves, and the other one's over there. We'll go find that one. Let's go find it. Where the hell is it? There it is, way down there. Then the same Davies Craig water pump that I've been running. Here's the other 60 millimeter gate. Now, the plan is, I should say, is we're gonna fire the car up, get it running, and dial it in on these. and then we're going to switch over to this. So this is the Turbo Smart pneumatic straight gate. So the way this works is you apply dome pressure just like you do your normal wastegates, and then this valve actuates based off of pressure. So as pressure is coming through here, it pushes open the valve. You apply dome pressure to the bottom of this instead of the top, the bottom of this, and it stops it from opening. So if you watch the way that this arm articulates, you see it pulls that rod. So it pulls this rod inward like this to open. So you apply pressure in the bottom of this to push that way to stop it from opening, right? So we're going to give this a whirl. Messed with a car with one of these and it worked out really good. So, but it was a small engine and I just, we'll find out. I'll keep you all updated. I'll make some videos on this. It's kind of the control strategy on using this thing, but I believe it should work really well. When we were in Georgia, the line on the top of the blow-off valve came off. Apparently forgot to tighten it up. And we were at 42 pounds of boost. And when the line came off, the blow-off valve opened and it came straight down to 18 pounds in about 0.2 seconds. It was substantial. So having a large opening in the charge pipe, I believe, is going to be the move that that'll be able to let us control boost a little bit better with this combination. So, but again, I'll make some videos on it, let everybody know how it goes. These turbos are pre-set up for turbo shaft speed. I'm just waiting for sensors. They'll be here shortly. So we'll be monitoring turbo shaft speed on both turbos. Well, there's the other one down there. We're going to be monitoring this wastegate position right here, so we get an idea of like how far open it needs to be in order to regulate boost at a certain point. I wanted that information so I can play with control strategy for this thing. The hope is that we can get rid of these. That's the hope. The hope is we can get rid of these, keep shaft speed in check, and control boost the way we want to and be a little bit more accurate with it. A lot of the guys ask about the E-gates. I don't think, my experience with the E-gates, I'm not crazy about the control side of things. I like pneumatics. We've already got CO2 in the car for plenty of other stuff like the parachute and whatever and the shifter and all that. So let's just use the CO2 that we have. So I'm going to be winding up using a dome pressure sensor, the whole 9 yards. So the dome pressure sensor is actually going to wind up being remote mounted back here in the corner so that I can just make a quick hose change from these to there and swap back and forth between the two. Matt and them made me block off plates for these. So I'll be able to pull the gates off, shove the block off plate in, clamp it shut, and it'll act as if there's no wastegates on it. So other things we did, Matt painted bars for me in black. White looked cool. The problem was it always looked like crap unless you like clean the heck out of it. So decided to get rid of that. We also put a set of the Racecraft Elite style travel limiters on it. That's always been one of my gripes, is setting the travel on this car. It was always a pain. So those are really nice. It's actually a really nice piece. So Matt at Performance Fab's a dealer. If you need them, hit him up. And we put a new set of Racecraft lower control arms on the car. Nothing wrong with the old ones. I just figured since we're doing a bunch of other stuff, let's just throw a new set of control arms on it. So there we have it. This is about really all we've done. Matt modified this header, made the down pipes, and we made this pipe. The charge pipe is like pretty radical, but anyway, yeah. The other addition to the car is in the transmission and whatnot, but that'll be for a different time when the transmission and converter show up. So I'll update that when that shows up. That should be here in the next, hopefully a few days. So I'm going to get to work on this, and I will continue to update as things go with this thing. We updated the car to 4-way rear shocks, but I did that before I started doing all this stuff too. So whatever. Anyway, I will update as kind of as I see fit. We're going to rewire a bunch of stuff in the car, so I'm going to cover that I got to cut the windshield out of it, remove those panels back there, and then I'll pull all the wiring out of it, and then we will get to rewiring the whole car. So my plan is I'm going to be able to, I'm going to plan on tracking wiring this car pretty much from kind of start to finish, to give you an idea of what goes into wiring a car. So not necessarily teach you how to do it, but it gives you an idea on how to do it, or how we do it, and the amount of time and effort that goes into it. So I'm gonna sign off for now, get to work, and we'll keep you updated. See you.